everybody's looking for people who can think and solve problems. So the first thing I want you to note is that you cannot think and solve problems if you first of all don't have it in your mind that anytime I'm faced with a problem, the next thing should be for me to say, okay, what can I do about this problem? Now, a definition here just says that critical thinking and problem solving are essential for success. Organizations seek problem solvers and society thrives on innovative solutions. Every successful business or initiative exists because someone identified a challenge and thought critically about solving it. Right? Now, every organization that you've seen, whether it is somebody said I'm working in slot, somebody said I'm working in this, whether it is for instance, let me use education, a school. A school realized that, okay, we need to be able to educate people. People need to be educated. And then the school said, how can we educate people? It was a problem. The problem of education came about schooling, right? People realize, for instance, now your technology, your phones, people need to be able to communicate. It was a problem. And then somebody said, okay, let's create phones. Healthcare, people realize that a lot of people are falling sick. So we need to be able to create hospitals. So you see that every time there is a problem, somebody will sit down and say, what can I do about it? And come up with something that will now solve that problem. Right. So the first thing, like I said again, I want you to be able to, and I want to keep emphasizing that is your mind. If you are in an organization and you're working for an organization, let me tell you why organizations say that you need to be able to show, for example, that you are somebody who can think and solve problems. Because when you're working, the organization will come to you or there will be a problem. And then the next thing is, so maybe your boss calls you and says, maybe there's an issue with the client or the client is not doing something. Your boss is not expecting you to say, okay, so what do we do about it? The next thing your boss is saying is, okay, so what exactly are we meant to do about it? Right? They're looking for people who can be able to say, I know what to do, or even if I don't know what to do, I'm going to find out what to do.